friend and foe, enabler and disruptor. AI right now, I guess, colliding with this sense of putting the human at the center of the value. What are your thoughts on, how organizations are navigating this moment to keep the human centered whilst capitalize on maybe the opportunity that exists?
It's interesting. It's all AI all the time. I'll tell a quick story. It's about a year and a half old. We've all got our stories. Our daughter is a professor of sociology. She called when ChatGPT started and said, "Dad, my job's over." "Sweetheart, how come?" "Nobody's going to listen to me anymore. And nobody's going to do a paper. They're going to do an AI paper. They're going to turn it in. And it's just replaced me." And I said, "Oh, that can't be." So I got on ChatGPT and I said, "What's the future of HR?" We've all done it. We've all asked questions. Boom. 30 seconds later, 300-word essay. I read it and I went, "My job's over." I called her back and I said, "Monica, we're both out of work." And she said, "What are we going to do?" Actually, she went to law school. And I read it again. Let me tell you what I think ChatGPT does and does not do. Well, if I were to fill in the blank, AI, and there's a lot of pieces of AI, large language models, ChatGPT, natural language processing, but at a high level, AI provides, I'm giving people a minute to think, information. That's it. So that stakeholders get value. That's what AI does. Now, what information does it provide? I went back and looked at that 300-word essay. It summarizes the past. It's as if I had 10 PhD assistants. It consolidates what's out there. So I read it again. I said, "That's Linda Grattan. That's Peter Capelli. That's John Boudreau. That's Ed Lawler. That's Kurt Lewin. That's Peter Drucker." It pulls that past together in a brilliant way, but it doesn't create a future. And so the information I need if I'm an HR person or a communications person is the past. What are the skills of a communications person in a company today? Hit a button, AI will give me the 10 skills. Be careful. That's the past. Where does the human touch on information come in? Given the things we started with in our discussion that you described so brilliantly, Neil, the world's changing. Those skills may not be tomorrow's skills. The human touch needs to create what's next. And AI can consolidate the past. I don't think we're going to have research assistants like we had. So our daughter and other professors are saying, sociology, what are the socioeconomic trends in Belgium? Turn in 2 papers. The first paper is the AI paper. The second paper is your paper. And if your paper doesn't build on the AI paper, the human touch has not created value. I love that. What are the skills in communications in the future? Well, we can do an AI. I'm assuming staff-based doesn't say, "We have a set of skills for communications for every company. Here it is, you go do it." No, you go into that company and say, "What's happening in your marketplace?"
Right.
Now, there's some basics, but now what do you need to do to move forward? That's the human touch that provides even better information.
Great. This is a very pragmatic, real, and also optimistic expression, I think, of where we might be at with AI and how it can integrate with our lives, with our work. And the question that you asked AI and then got a little bit panicky about, what is the future of HR? I guess RBL Group must be, I don't know how many million data points through research on that question over time. But what are your thoughts now? What are your thoughts on where the future of HR really sits? What's coming next?
We see 5 things, and I'm not sure we've got it right. We've talked about some of them. One is outside in. HR is not about HR. It's creating value for stakeholders, the human beings, both inside and outside. 2, in a world of uncertainty, focus on certainty. If we don't know the future in a company, we try to build scenario after scenario, and it's an ad nauseum scenario. I love to focus on what are we certain about. So I talked to somebody who has a child. I did this yesterday in class. She has a 16-year-old daughter. Where's she going to go to school? I don't know. What's she going to study? I don't know. Who's she going to have a relationship with? I don't know. Where's she going to live? I don't know. And so I said, "Do you know anything about your daughter?" And she, "I don't know." And then I stopped and I said, "Do you love her?" And you could just feel the room stop. Oh, without a doubt. That's what you're certain about. In a world of uncertainty, focus on the certainty at a personal level. Your organization, communicate what you're certain about. Those core values that you will not change. Amazon's commitment to customer, Google's commitment to information. Focus on that. Number 3, personalize. I think we're seeing an incredible, what does this mean for me? And it's not just a narcissistic generation. We all, how will this work help you? Often when we teach, we love to share what we know. And I keep going, don't share what you know. How will what you know help someone in the room have a better experience? Number 4, navigate paradox. Navigate paradox. So you personalize and you standardize at the same time.
Mm.
And you mentioned paradox. We found this so critical. I like simple takeaways if you haven't noticed. We've all seen charts that say from to, from day to day to long term, from strategic, from operational to strategic, from individual to organization, from social to economic. My comment is next time you see a from to chart, make it an and also.
Great.
Make it and also. We need to be operational and strategic. We need to be short term and long term. We need to focus on the individual and the team. And I think changing that mindset, that's paradox. And the final one is analytics and AI. We need good information, and we need analytics in our field in HR to provide us guidance. We've been building some guidance systems that I think are fascinating, that give you guidance about where should I invest to get the impact I care about. So outside in, what's the value we're creating for others? Certainty in a world of uncertainty. What am I certain about? What will I keep doing no matter what? Personalization. How do I care for the one by one? Paradox. How do I go from to and also? And then finally, analytics and AI.
Brilliant.
Some big
Brilliant.
themes. Big
Some big
themes.
things. Lots to keep us busy, that's for sure. But thank you so much for sharing those.
Hey, if you're getting value from today's conversation, make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss any future episodes of the Aspire to Inspire podcast.